We're live.
Hey everybody, this is the Kicking the Peanut show, the kicked peanut, the peanut of kicking. It's me and everybody else. We talk about random stuff that we just find cool and fun, and we find interesting in life, don't we? I am the lovely who is Alice, and I am also accompanied by my lovely partners in crime.
I'm Xander.
I am the Rumbusser.
And
I'm Sohan.
the Sohan. Oh, are you sure you're not a Romulan, dude?
Yeah, here we go again.
Ah, yes. Well, anyways, welcome to the Kicking the Peanut. We just shoot the shit and chew the fat. Just talk about anything and everything, but we always like to start off our show with how our week is going, and we're going to start off with Xander. How has your week been, my friend?
It actually's been an interesting 2 weeks because we didn't do a show last week.
Yes.
So, been getting a lot of stuff done in the background. I had to get some new tires for my car, and then I put more oil in it because there was a little, not a lot of oil, and then my battery died.
Oh, Jesus!
And then we tried to later on, Dad and I tried to use jumper cables to jumpstart the battery, but his battery in his car, half of it is underneath the before the windshield section, you pop the hood and there's
the impossible area.
Yeah. I think you have to winch it down from under the car to lower it, and then you can have enough room to finagle it out of it. But if his battery dies on the road, he's just dead in the water. There's no way you can jump it. You got to take it somewhere. So
What kind of car is this?
it is a Lincoln something SUV.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
They can be
It's a
finicky
Lincoln
with
Town
their
Car?
locations.
but yeah,
It's an SUV.
yeah, it's an SUV.
The Navigator.
But yeah, what else has happened? Also, on the way to work the other day, remember a long time ago, I had to go rescue him after he ran over something and his tire blew out.
Yeah.
At around that same area, from the 91 to the 5. He's making he's now eagle-eyed, making sure there's nothing on the road, and then literally right as he relaxes when he passes that area, he hit an entire tire, a whole wheel, not just a tire but a whole wheel.
Oh, no.
And it sent him flying a little bit. Apparently I wasn't there. He told me it woke him up. And apparently the little plastic thing under the car to protect all the guts. Whatever it is, the tire and whatever he ran over, it broke that, so he had to get that repaired.
It's called a guard plate, I believe.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so he's had an exciting week. I've had a very productive and busy week in the background, and all that stuff. There's a lot more I'm trying to remember, but let's move on up to the next guy, Mr. Rhombus. Right? How was your week?
It's been pretty good. Work's been going well. It was a pretty smooth week, all things considered.
Nice.
It was very smooth. Yeah.
So, all around, anything fun during your smooth week, even though it's nice and relaxing. Anything cool happened during the week? You see anything cool?
I walked outside last night, saw the stars where the planets were lining up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Is there another alignment going on again, or no?
Yeah, there was one that happened, I believe it was last night. I don't know if they're doing it. I don't know if it's going to happen again or not, but
Well, yeah, because we do have alignments. I heard there was one a few months ago of some sort. I think it was, no, that was maybe a couple of years ago.
Let's see, because I could see, when I looked out, I could only see Venus and Mars. I have a photo on my phone somewhere, but you can only see Venus because Mars was really, really dim. So it's a really dark red.
Well, speaking of that, there's rumors that Betelgeuse, part of Orion's belt, might supernova, and if it does supernova, it'll be the third brightest entity or in our sky.
The third most luminous object in the sky. Yes,
Yeah.
I saw a video about that earlier, actually, and it might be happening sooner. And it might be so bright we could probably even see it during daytime. So.
Yeah, they said that you would be able to see it during the daytime too.
Yeah, that's
so
gonna be...
like even like I just hope it happens during winter because that's when Orion's belt like really is like around for us because Orion right now is now closer to the equator, and for the northern hemisphere than it is the northern hemisphere.
You said Orion's belt. The first thing that entered my mind was Conor McGregor. Give me your belt.
Oh my.
Oh my lord!
Give me your belt. Give it to me.
Other than that, like the stargazing, anything other than that cool happen for you, Ron?
How's
really.
how's the pardon me? How's the air with the smoke? While I'm choking on mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did have that. We had that cesspool of smoke from Canada.
Oh, Canada, thank you. Oh yeah, from Quebec, right?
Darn you, Loki!
Yeah, we're blaming Loki on this.
Yeah.
We know he had
Okay,
nothing
thanks,
to do
Loki.
with it, but we're blaming him anyway.
I actually haven't talked to Loki in a long time. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah, he is. He's been MIA. I was actually thinking about sending him a DM, be like, "Yo, come back."
Yo,
He responded to something I pinged him on.
Yeah, he's been lurking kind of in the chat a little bit.
He's doing
Yeah, I
Loki
haven't-
things.
Yeah, I miss Loki.
Apparently, he had like this massive headache.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rob, I forgot again. Like, what area? Yeah, if I remember correctly, you're by my neck of the woods, right?
Yes.
I think you guys live in the same state.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know. I'm
that we
just
do.
making sure.
And actually, your state's.
Wrong.
I learned a day in the history show earlier that today's Pennsylvania's birthday.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
And
it's
it's
also Father's
also-
Day.
Oh, it's also a certain movie franchise's birthday that I can't not talk about because it's
Oh.
because.
Oh, you mean
because
Family Volume 1?
Yes, Family Volume 1.
What?
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
No.
You were in the show when we did that.
Oh yes. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's also the birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am going to argue that James Bond's better.
Let's not get into that again.
No, hey, no, it's the kick of the peanut. We can talk about whatever we want, but we do have some dockets to talk about here.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's get to Sohan.
yeah, Rob,
Ooh.
you got anything else to say, or otherwise we're going to move to Sohan?
Oh, but yeah, no, the fact that it premieres, that also marks the 22nd anniversary of Jesse's death in that movie.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets gunned down in that movie.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Still
Because,
think Tokyo Drift's one of the worst of them all.
All right.
Tokyo Drift was okay. It was
pretty bad.
very mediocre.
It was very bad, okay?
There wasn't enough Vin Diesel.
There was no Vin Diesel at all, really.
He only shows up for like 10 seconds, and it's just like, really?
Yeah, but Vin Diesel's not all of the Enzo. The only thing he was good at was saying.
I just imagined like his 10 seconds of screen time. He just like pops through a wall like the Kool-Aid Man, like I'm Vin Diesel, and like walks away, and that's it.
Dude, anyways, go ahead. How's your week been?
My week's been good.
Good, as in how?
Well, I'm on the verge of moving. I just gotta get my stuff now.
Good. You've been talking about that for what, a year now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a while.
Yeah.
But hey, like who am I to talk? I've been trying to move out for like 10 years. So
Yeah. Watch. It's a problem with living in PA. I mean.
Also, during this weekend, I also been watching the Transformers movie,
which one?
What? There's a new Transformer movie?
Rise of the Beast.
Ah.
Oh no.
I heard it was.
It's good.
Speaking of
someone
movies,
said it's good.
speaking of
Some
movie
people
series
say
that
it's-
needs to die. Sorry, what were you saying?
And watching Optimus Prime go beast mode on Scourge was great.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know they did an Optimus. It was like an Origins movie or something.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even know about it. 'Cause I know they did
Supposedly a
Origins
reboot.
on Bumblebee.
Unicron's on his way.
Yeah, it's a quote unquote reboot.
Hmm.
You know what
Only
they should
because
do?
Michael Bay stepped away from the project.
Well, about damn time. Michael Bay explosions. All he does is special effects. He has no
That's why we
flaw.
like him. Because he does explosions. Lots of explosions.
I love that
That's
video.
all he does. We look at Armageddon for God's sake.
I love that video that Ryan Reynolds does where he's just like, oh, working with Michael Bay is just very calming, and all of a sudden this like car accident, like a car's flying through the air behind him, like catastrophe explosions. It's just like, how is that calming?
Yeah, it's a very low key. Trust me, he's not doing pyrotechnics.
Hey, fun fact: he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was doing his own thing.
Yeah, that's
While they were
right.
shooting it.
Well, Rose was just walking out of a bagel shop, and all of a sudden, he just so happened to be walking out of a bagel shop next to a special effect from Michael Bay. He's like, fuck it, we gotta put him in the movie.
Huh. Well, what about you, Alice? How was your past couple of
Out with
weeks?
his bag of bagels.
I love the way he casts. It's so goofy. He doesn't even do like a tryout or anything. He just sees someone and he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna put you on the you're gonna be on this movie now. You don't get a choice.
Michael Bay, right?
Yeah. That's like the most
Yeah.
Michael Bay thing he can do. Besides
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you got no talent. We're gonna put you in.
watch, he's gonna like tap a hot dog stand with the wheel of a bike and it's just gonna explode.
Tap it,
You know
tap
what's
it.
funny is I used to work at a hot dog stand, and like, it probably could be cast perfectly for it. Like, you want a Coney dog, Chicago dog, what? Damn, they took my hot dog stand away. Wah.
That reminds me of Little Tortilla Boy. They want my tortillas.
Somebody call 911.
But
You know, do you remember like the one like shop stand that was in Armageddon with the guy with his dog, the homeless guy? Was that Eddie something? He's a stand-up comedian. He's like, somebody call 911.
well, yo, so and do you have like? Is there anything else that interesting happened to you? Anything like
Yeah.
you know in the news? Anything local?
Not
Like,
really.
oh.
You know, I stay clear away from the news.
Yeah.
Well, how's the weather been? You guys have been having some pretty crazy weather lately. I know you're not in
Been hot.
Texas, but Texas got slammed, and parts of Arkansas, Louisiana got slammed with some
It's
pretty
been
hardcore
hot.
weather.
Have you been banned from any more Discord servers again?
No.
Yeah, have you
No.
No.
Wow.
been on your P's and Q's?
Surprising.
That's just I haven't been participating in their shit.
Well, anyway, Alice, like, what about you? How's your life been the past couple of weeks?
Oh, well, aside from, Romulan over here. Yeah, I know that's not his name. Like, I just can't help but not say it. Anyways, like, yeah, we did have a few days of just crazy, like, smoky weather from, like, the Canadian Chippewas. All of a sudden, like, they got a forest fire. Have you looked at the satellite feed when those fires start up?
Yeah, they all
Because
start up at the same time. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm thinking maybe part of like my, with like running with how my week is, we dabble a little briefly into that and show it. But that was interesting. My mom, because of the fires going on in British Columbia, part of Canada, geez, Justin Trudeau is so worried about climate change. He's not even putting these fires out. He's just letting them go and making more prices. Oh, it's the one time where they say wear a mask where it might be proper, but like, actually today I noticed it's a little more smokier out than the last few days, so air quality has gotten a little crappier today. My mom went to the hospital out in Minnesota because of respiratory issues. That sucked. She gave me she texted everybody in a group chat today saying that, motorcyclist just drove by, saying she's going to be released tomorrow from the hospital, so she's doing better.
that's
So,
good. Yeah, you said that she's responsive now, and like she woke up and
yeah,
yeah, good.
everything like that. Yeah, so like she's doing better, and so I'm happy about that. Her echo came out good, and she had like an angiogram or something like that. Something that sounds like an angiogram.
Huh.
And but yeah, she's doing good.
Good.
I got cellulitis like as an after infection from my burns, like down by my leg.
Well, I thought that was
Like-
from your third nipple, like the bite.
Yeah, it looked like a third nipple, but yeah, I ended up getting a little bit of cellulitis underneath my calf, and that has been actually healing up very well. Like it just looks like I got burned like right there on my calf now on the inside of it.
Yikes.
I can finally now officially shave my legs after 2.5 months after my burns have healed up, so I'm happy about that. I know that's a girl thing,
Yeah.
but like it's been really annoying. Like as a girl, like I don't like sporting this hairiness, but
Yeah.
I had to. I know, ew.
Yeti!
But it was only my legs that I was sporting it. But you know, I had to let.
Oh my
I had
god,
to
bro
let the-
really just said Yeti.
I have to let the wounds heal, and I didn't want to like
Oh,
shave and
boy,
all of a
man.
sudden pop a scab or
Yeah.
something. You know, that had just been horrible. But yeah, other than that, you know, I'm healing up from that. I'm done with my antibiotics. I'm going to be having more of my hours back here soon at work, so that's good. So I won't have like painful looking paychecks right now.
Rhombus, sir, do you see my camera?
Yeti.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeti.
And this is our new theme. If anyone's watching right now, Sanders put up this is our thumbnail for our show. I can't agree with any more. He said he did exactly what I told him to do.
Oh, well,
you
I
know.
didn't know. No, like this is Cyrus's work.
Cyros did this?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I didn't
know
do this. No,
Cyrus
Cyrus
did
did this. Like if you look
Oh,
at the
that is awesome.
yeah, no,
I
she's
didn't know that.
if you look
I'm
in
gonna say thank you to her.
yeah, if you look in the logo contest, she's made a couple submissions actually.
Nice. And I haven't actually even like I haven't had my sketchbook. I have it at work. So, but I'll be back at work tomorrow. So I actually have. I'm gonna drop something. I did send my picture. I did finally find the goat. The goat with the horns wearing the gas mask.
Anyway, let's get into
I
our
did-
topics of discussion. We're almost 20 minutes in and we're still
Yeah, we are.
jibber-jabbering.
Anyways, but
So-
yeah, that's been basically my week and stuff. So like things are looking on the up and up right now.
Now,
Been a
I
little
just
stressful the last couple weeks, but yes.
have this up here real quick. I don't want us to watch it, but this is basically RFK Jr., like Robert Kennedy's son, does not believe Sirhan killed his dad. He believes it's at the time a active what's the word, Secret Service or
It was
FBI agent or something that killed
No,
him.
he believed it was the CIA
Right here,
plant and the Secret Service.
Yeah.
Oh
Because when
shit,
you're running
yeah,
for
he did.
president or anything like that, that you get assigned Secret
Her
Service.
hand was the scapegoat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, actually, like, if you watch this is actually kind of a compelling thing, but, like, he actually finally read the autopsy report, and it just doesn't add up. Just kind of like his uncle's death didn't add up either.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna have
it's
the link
definitely
to
a video
this.
worth watching.
I'm gonna have
It's
the link to
from
this
Benny
video in the
Johnson,
underbar
so-
of the description. So,
Yeah, this is Benny Johnson. I actually like his work and stuff, so, like, let's give a shout out to Benny.
Now here's
So-
something I've been wanting to chat with you for quite some time.
Yeah.
So
And I never got to hear back from. I did try to message my friend and see if she had heard about it because I told you she lives out in Mexico City. I never heard back from her, so I never got to hear what she said about it. So
Yeah.
she might still message me. So,
it
but
says
anyways, go on with
it
this.
says right here in the actual article itself. Over a couple of months, hundreds of students at 6 different middle schools in 4 Mexican states, hundreds of miles apart, experienced fainting, unexplained dizziness, headaches, and vomiting, and several of them needed several days, even weeks, to recover. In total, 227 children, mostly girls, were affected across the entire country, and authorities still don't have a proper explanation for what happened. What the hell is going on? Like, that is
Almost all
wild.
young girls.
Would this be like that Havana effect? Remember the people at the embassies that were in like Cuba?
Yeah, that's the
in
first thing I
Havana?
thought of too, was Havana syndrome, kind of, sort of, like, but targeted
Yeah.
specifically at children, and female children are more susceptible or something, like,
I'm
there's
taking
reason-
someone poisoning them.
but like right here, like on one day, September 23rd last year, 12 students, 11 girls and 1 boy, spontaneously collapsed in their classrooms and the bathrooms and in the school courtyard. They just like dropped, like, you know, kind of like out of a scene from, like, if you remember the opening to The Core, all the people with pacemakers, they just died. It kind of looked like that.
Like, do they all just drop at the same time or over an interval?
Well, on one day, like.
Just during the course of one day?
Yeah, over the course of one day,
Okay.
12 students, 11 girls and one boy at one school. One school. One day. 12
Okay.
kids just dropped. Like, that's weird. Like, I wonder if this has anything to do with the Fauci ouchie.
Maybe it's an algorithm, like with, well, not algorithm, I'm sorry, wrong word. The megahertz, like that, like.
Oh, the frequencies.
Yeah, it may just be certain frequencies that they're like going on, and they're doing some type of test and didn't realize. So, I mean.
Or maybe they're flat out poisoning them.
Oh yeah, that too. They could be poisoning them. Yeah, this is an interesting one. When I messaged my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but I've known her since I was a little girl. She was one of my next door neighbors when I was growing up. Really cool chick. She lives out in Mexico, so I'm gonna ask her if she has heard about this, and like I already have, but like I'm gonna hope that she responds. She responds every once in a while. She doesn't use the social media that I reached out to her on. Like I don't really use it, but
I DM'd you the link, so you can just send that to her.
yeah, I will definitely do that. Or actually, you could just text it to my phone, and I might be able to get her actual phone number. And then actually just directly text her if I can get a hold of her little sister or whatever little sisters, because I still keep in contact with them a little bit. So like she hasn't been on the Facey bookies lately. So, but yeah, I will do that, and then maybe we'll dabble into that once I hear from her if she's heard about it, what she has to say, and what they've come up with. Oh gosh. Oh yes, we're gonna be talking about this one. Why is there pictures of these guys of massive ocean discovered on Earth's crust? Why do I keep seeing Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell? That was weird. Anyway, so our next topic is about we're gonna move on to the discovery of like a little more discovery about the ocean that's not really like an open ocean underneath the Earth's crust that actually contains more water than actually what we contain on our surface of the Earth. But it's like throughout rocks, I believe, right?
It's in porous rocks. Yes, it's like it's like a sponge, but like less squishy. Like
it's kind of like coral in a way that can hold it in the pores and stuff, but also absorbs and holds it regardless.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't think I have. I think it's packed away. But like, I used to have something called hookah rocks. Actually, let me see if I can find a picture of it for you. Hookah rocks.
Well, also, like, what was the stuff in the article that I shared? Let me see here. Do I still have it up on my phone? I can grab it.
While you're doing that, let me show you something. So this is essentially like the predecessor to vape. These are small porous rocks. You soak them in the juice that you normally would put the tobacco in, for hookah. And they soak up the juice, and then you cover it in foil, poke holes, coals, as usual. And it heats up the rocks, and it vaporizes it, and then you vape that through the hookah. Like, tobacco-less, just pure flavored juice. And they're little tiny rocks, and they soak up the juice. They're porous.
Oh, okay. See, because I'm used to doing like shisha for like a hookah, the moist wet tobacco that's all oily and stuff.
Yeah, well,
and then I use a coconut husk to burn on top of it instead of a charcoal.
The coconaras, the cubes. I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But holy crap! I never even knew you could do that with the rocks. I'm just gonna go the original way that I know.
Well, yeah. Well, I tried these out. They're not as good, and they don't last as long, because like most of the mass is in the rock. But still, like, if you were like looking for like a tobacco-less smoke, this was really like all they had. This was literally before e-cigarettes, like.
Well, I believe it was called like Woodrolite or something like that. Let me look at the website here.
But essentially, this is what like I'm talking about porous rocks. It's whatever, like probably not these exact types of rocks themselves, but it's an entire like in the crust. There's all these porous rocks, and there's massive amounts of water in that.
Yeah.
So
I believe it was called the woodrolite on the article that I was looking.
Hmm.
My phone will actually let me look at the article. Come on. Stop thinking and work. Yeah, what was it called?
it says
So,
here
first- Yeah.
there's a huge supply of water 400 miles underground stored in rock known as ringwoodite. So what is ringwoodite?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ringwoodite.
Ringwoodite. I'm sorry, yeah.
It is a high pressure phase of whatever that is, formed at high temperatures and pressures of the Earth's mantle between 525 and 660 kilometers depth. It may also contain iron and hydrogen. It is polymorphous with the olivine phase forsterite. I don't know what that is. But essentially, it's kind of like a liquid rock. It's not a solid rock. It's like kind of like, because down there the temperatures, the pressures are so high that it's not really a liquid. It's not really a solid. Like it's kind of in between.
It's not a gas either.
Well, definitely not. So.
Well, no, it says it like in the beginning of the article, yeah, because I thought that was a very interesting article.
Yeah.
But not as interesting. Like at first, when I first heard got this next article, so hey, what do you think about this whole water thing and ROM?
I like it. For some weird ass reason, it's given the hollow Earth theory go. Oh, am I muted?
No,
You're
hear
just cutting out for a second.
No, I hear the hollow earth here. I'm still a subscriber to that. I don't think it's hollow, but I think there's cavernous areas that we don't know about.
Yeah, so, it's starting to bring that out into more light.
Well, this isn't like a free-flowing ocean like, the Atlantic or the Pacific or anything like that. It's, as we said, it's water in rocks. So it's, it's not like, just 100 feet down, there's just a bottle of water down there. It's in the rocks. It's part of
inside it and everywhere. But it also brings me to the idea, the kind of also, there was a point where there were at a time that they once said that the Earth was actually didn't have much water on it, and eventually there were geysers of water that shoot it upward. It's the area of Noah's Ark and everything, the Great Flooding, which has been proven that there was a Great Flood.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't so much a storm that was coming down, but the breaking in service, the break of the ground and crust for us to coming apart in the water coming from underneath. And that's what brought us our oceans. That's the whole Pangea thing, tectonic plate moving and so just a little bit of the water that's already in our Earth got broken up, but apparently there's way more underneath underneath the crust still. And if it breaks open more, there'll be another biblical flood.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And while you were talking, I was watching Sohan futz with his dreads, and for a second
I was watching it too.
For a second there, he had a dreadlock mohawk, and one of the most badass things I've ever seen, a dreadhawk, dude. I love that.
Oh yeah, dreadhawks.
Yeah, a dread mohawk, dreadlock mohawk.
Oh yeah, no, I know what those are. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Now here's something that I've been waiting patiently to talk about. This is interesting.
Yes, this one actually, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is really cool article. But then when I started reading more into it, it became a terrifying article. And this is where, hey, can I get the drum roll, please?
Oh,
Conspiracy theory!
Where is it? There we go.
Yes,
all right,
conspiracy theory.
Talks about this is going to be the first space factory that's been successfully deployed. But what they want to do on it is make pharmaceuticals.
Yeah,
now,
pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals. Oh my god. All right. It says here a California-based startup co-founded by a SpaceX veteran Varda Space Industries announced it has successfully deployed its first satellite, a W-Series-1, in orbit. The company aims to kickstart the massive production of materials in space that either can't be produced on Earth or are developed faster and with higher quality in microgravity situations or conditions. So they're essentially, it goes on to say that they're wanting to develop pharmaceuticals in space, specifically involving ones with crystalline structures that would develop better in zero gravity, environments.
So, this man's names happen to be either Gus, Walter, Jesse.
It wouldn't be Gus, but Walter, Jesse, Eladio, what's that? Lalo, and the other guys, the Chicken Man, whatever his name was, like
Gus.
That was Gus. Oh, that was Gus.
Yeah.
Then who was the cop?
Mike.
Michael. Mike. That's right. Mike Emmentrout. Okay, I keep getting those confused. Okay, you're right, Gus. So, by the way, I want to say, Home Oriental, welcome, and MTM, welcome to the show.
Well, boys.
Yeah. We're talking about.
I find this alarming.
I
find this insanely alarming because, I think, maritime laws, when you're in international waters, certain rules and conduct do not apply technically in certain things.
Yeah.
So,
got no laws
up in space, what kind of regulation? If you're gonna build something up there, not to mention, there should be some high, there should be public figure people there that are not elected. They go out there and supervise what they're doing and hopefully do diligently make sure they're not building stuff up there. Not to mention you're in below solar, radiation on those space shuttles, and with zero gravity, things do change your body molecularly. That's why they consider it somewhat dangerous for us to go 6 months to Mars.
Oh yeah, I remember that there's an article in the history show we did a long time ago where there's these two twins, and they're both astronauts, but one of them spent 100 days in space, and the gradual radiation changed his DNA enough to no longer be effectively a twin. They're biologically twins. They had the same DNA, but not anymore.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because of also while you're building pharmaceuticals up in a fucking factory like that up in space, with that radiation coming in, you're introducing more radiation to people who aren't used to that. People, space is a dangerous thing. I don't understand how we actually, I believe maybe we did go to the moon, but maybe we fucking didn't because, there's that, the Van Helmholtz belt or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That huge super radioactive belt between us and the moon.
I have a very interesting twist on the
paper
whole.
sand walls, and we magically made it there.
Yeah. I have a very interesting twist on the whole theory because, I believe we did land there, but not before 1960 or not before 1970. However, there is another theory saying that we did go there, but all the radiation wiped the magnetic, VHS tapes and stuff, and they had to fake the landing again on Earth. But they actually did make it. So that's another theory.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
But did they all die of cancer too because of the amount of radiation they would have to go through?
Well, they're in the craft and they have their suits. I'm no spacetician, so I don't know the exact semantics. But,
well, I would hope that their paper said, basically what they said is that the only thing between them was, basically the thickness of a tin can.
Yeah.
And somehow they made it through a radiation belt, was that? A tin can?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, literally, David Bowie's floating in a tin can.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But essentially, we do the same thing with airplanes,
Yes, you are right about that.
So.
Yep, and they do work.
Yeah. But
they're treacherous machines, though. Much as I like flying, I'm terrified of them at the same time.
Now, let's get into the other topics you wanted to discuss here. Let's see here. Where's the Kick Peanuts? There we go. First picture of lightning. You want to talk about that?
We were talking about that today in the history show.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was just a really cool thing.
Yeah, the very first
Yeah,
photo of lightning.
It was like done on a. It was done on a like one of those like photographs, whatever or diagraph, whatever it's called. Remember they had like the cloth over their heads. They were in a storm trying to take pictures, and they actually, with an old school camera, took a picture of lightning. And I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, a daguerreotype photograph.
Yeah.
Daguerreotype was the first publicly available photographic process. It was widely used during the 1840s and 50s. Daguerreotype also refers to an image created through this process. So, but yeah,
Hitler.
What? Hitler?
I'm joking.
Oh no, that's Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm joking.
I was thinking of him on that one.
But yeah, this is the first photo of lightning that we know of, and like, you know, here's the lightning. Like, that's really wild. And what year was that?
Yeah.
1847.
Yeah, 1847. I just think that was really cool. I just wanted to briefly talk about that one. Like, I was trying to find, like, for some reason on my phone, it won't let me go through this part of the page and scroll. So I was trying to find this other article that we're talking about that I wanted to do, but I wasn't able to write it down and put it in the peanut.
Are you talking about the sea scorpions?
Yeah, no, that wasn't in the history, but yeah, I do want to talk
the history.
about sea scorpions. Yeah, it was in the history, but that's okay. But has anyone heard about sea scorpions?
Well, before we go on, like, what history were you talking about? Like
I
the
can't
Battle of
remember.
Waterloo.
Just keep
Susan B. Anthony, Theodore Roosevelt, Amelia Earhart, the forming of the French Resistance.
Oh, this is a plot now.
Oh my God, what the fuck is
a lot of
this?
stuff happened today in history.
Actually, no, I know what I want to talk about just for funsies. There it was. It was the boxing thing with presidents for
this
to
one?
become president. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt. Often
instead of like if someone wants to challenge a sitting president, saying that you are incompetent, I challenge you to a duel. You should still be able to do it, but it should be in the terms of like old school boxing.
Yeah, well, like challenge you to a fight, not a duel. I think it was someone who told me that Theodore Roosevelt routinely held it. I think it was someone who told me that Theodore Roosevelt routinely held boxing matches in the White House.
Yeah.
Yes, he used to invite people to box.
Yeah, come box the president.
About Theodore Roosevelt, how much of a badass the guy was. He was a pioneer. He went and fucking traveled around. He fucking was like explorer, and then he fucking hosted boxing matches in the fucking White House.
Yo, Alice, can you chill with the F words, please?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You said it like 7 times in 3 seconds.
And he also fought in the Spanish-American War.
Theodore Roosevelt is just that much of a badass. Like,
yeah, he is. He is.
Like, he brings out the cursing sailor in me.
Oh my God.
And he is the definition of a man.
Yeah, he is.
He's a man's man.
He's a man.
He gets shot, and then he still continues the speech.
Yeah, he got shot during a speech and kept going for what, an hour or 2 hours? And then he sought medical attention.
He just kept going, being shot. Like Theodore Roosevelt, like, he is a badass. He's a survivor. I mean, look at his face in that picture. He's like, don't screw with me. You know who had done a really good job? Well, actually, he did.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. But he actually did a real he actually did like a documentary, like, movie of him, of Teddy. I bet you Robin Williams would have done a great job at it.
Oh, definitely. He played him great in Night at the Museum. But, like, what was the saying? Like, I think Ted Roosevelt was, like, the Chuck Norris of his time. Or I guess Chuck Norris is the Theodore Roosevelt of our time. Because, like, it was said that death could only take Theodore Roosevelt when he's asleep. Or something. Like, there's like a saying.
You know what?
One of his friends said death must have got him in his sleep, because if he had been awake, he would have had a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
We should bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes. I love that show.
Where Teddy Roosevelt goes against Chuck Norris.
Oh my God. Yes.
Chuck Norris versus Teddy.
That's going to be it.
Aren't you still have the rights to it? Should I do it? I get the stop motion out. Get back in the studio and do it.
Dude, do you remember Celebrity Deathmatch, dude?
Oh yeah, big time.
Dude, I actually know how to do I call it claymation, but people call it stop animation too. But I actually know how to do it a little bit. I just don't have a digital camera and a little set to do it. But like I can do it, but it's very time consuming. But it would totally be worth it.
Actually, I think I've been forgetting to add these.
But yeah,
things.
a Teddy Rose. But then probably somebody would like copyright me for it one day because like, oh, Celebrity Deathmatch already done this. But maybe we. No, you couldn't do a drunk history either of it because it never happened. But you know what? Or you can't do what was it? The ultimate like was it Warrior show? Where they would hit like the Yakuza versus like the Ming Dynasty or something like that. Or zombies
The
versus
Yakuza
vampires.
against the Mafia, and the Mafia won.
Dude, do you remember that one history show where they would ping like two unlikely adversaries against each other and how they?
Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah, something Warrior. What was it again, Sohan?
Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior. That's right. I remember that.
Also,
Like,
one of the episodes he had Teddy Roosevelt against Lawrence of Arabia.
oh,
Yeah, dude. They also had what the CIA versus the KGB or something.
Yes.
the CA, the
Yeah, the
California.
CIA.
Oh, the CIA. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah, the
talking.
CIA
also-
versus the KGB.
He
That
also
would be
had
interesting.
North Korean troops against Army Rangers. Also.
Huh.
Yeah, they had the I can't remember who they had the samurai against, but it was
Bacon.
like it wasn't King.
It was a Viking.
It was the Viking.
Oh.
Yeah, the samurai versus the Viking.
I remember
Oh,
that.
And in the season finale, he did Samurai against the Spartan.
Like,
Huh.
oh yeah, Spartans versus samurai. I think
Oh.
actually, like they also did the fiction one of like what is it, zombies versus vampires, and
Yeah.
zombies I think won that one. I
Yeah,
think.
I remember
No,
the.
I think vampires won.
I remember
No,
the.
because the vampires got infected by the zombie virus.
I remember the Spartan versus Samurai one. I think the Spartan lost, right? Because
He won.
because
After watch his shield.
okay, that makes sense. But like,
You know what we should do? We should actually watch that show sometime.
we should.
Yeah.
But Alice, we were talking just before the show about a recently discovered sea scorpion, and you're wondering if sea scorpions
the
were still
sea
around?
scorpion. It was saying it was extinct for like millions of years, but I've seen pictures of it.
Hey, it's horrible. It's scary.
Dude, it looks like it literally looks like a lobster with a scorpion tail. It's kind of wicked. Like I thought it looked interesting, but I saw it as an article and I forgot to send it to the thing. Extinct group of
Well, I got something here.
My opinion about that sea scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah, sea scorpion.
God. It says here, Eurypterides, or sea scorpions, are an extinct group of coleochaetes, arthropods related to horseshoe crabs, scorpions, spiders, mites, and ticks. Now it says here, it highlights specifically extinct. But then we just scroll down, in the very first article here, we have from the archaeologist, Australia discovers a long extinct sea scorpion that can reach 2 meters in length. That's a scorpion.
That is it?
That's a normal scorpion. Where is this? Well, I guess it doesn't have
that's what it's supposed to be. Look at the claws on it, though.
It looks like a lobster.
Yeah, it's like a lobster scorpion, but the tail.
Oh my god.
There's a picture of a guy holding it and with a tail. I don't know if it shows it down here, but it was fucking creepy. Or maybe it was just like one of those photoshops. But
Well, let's see.
but they
here.
said that apparently it is still around.
Okay, that was not the same creature.
No, that's not a sea scorpion.
That is a sea scorpion. That is a sea scorpion, Alice.
With the guy
They
holding it
don't
right
look
there.
like exact scorpions like this. This is a land scorpion. A sea scorpion looks like this. Because that'd be better for under the water, like the whole like shell aqua dynamic. Yeah, here we go. Bizarre sea scorpion.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, because of the tail.
Yeah. No, they're called sea scorpions because they look like scorpions, not because they sting with their tails, but because of the characteristics.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's
They
a lot
thought
of
they were
photos of
extinct,
these.
but apparently they're still around.
Well, I mean, remember what they said about the coelacanth, and then they just discovered it off of what, Indonesia or something? Like, and the coelacanth they believe was extinct.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, well,
Oh my
the thing
God.
is, like, we thought that giant sea squid were no longer around, but now, like, we know that they are.
Look at the size
around.
of that thing. That's terrifying. Compared
Yeah,
to a
I can
human?
kill you in the ocean, man. If you're on the bottom of the sea, thank God we're not at the bottom of the sea because those are bottom sea dwellers. We
Yeah,
haven't
the
even,
deeper you
haven't
go,
even-
the crazier this stuff gets.
Oh, yeah.
well, we haven't even discovered like what 10%, like maybe 10% of the ocean.
If that, yeah.
If that, like if we looked at the entire seafloor, we would probably come across shit we would never even.
Dude, I want to see the footage of the underside of Lake Baikal. There are jellyfish in Lake Baikal that are so big, their microbiome is its own ecosystem.
What was
And
it
you can
called?
see it.
What
yeah.
lake?
Give me one second.
Baikal, it's a lake in Russia.
Lake
And the
Baikal?
Soviets found out that it has a false bottom. Baikal.
One more time.
Baikal. Sorry, I'm
Baikal.
on my move right
Oh,
now.
wow.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna be jumping off. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, Soen.
So is this this lake where like they send an exploratory team and one person got snatched and they never found him again?
I think so, yeah, I think it's the same lake.
The false bottom, yeah. Lake Baikal is the oldest, deepest, and largest freshwater lake in the world. This is definitely
Yeah,
the same
it's
one.
bigger. It's like it's kind of like Lake Superior, but yeah, it's the like everyone thinks Lake Superior is the biggest one, but I believe it's this one.
Well,
Lake
no, this is
Superior
a
like the
freshwater
third.
lake. So,
Well, Lake Superior is a freshwater lake.
So what was it that I
It's the
just said?
largest lake in the United States for sure. It's so cold though that you can't swim it with more than 5 minutes, otherwise you get hypothermia.
World's biggest lake is the Caspian Sea. Okay.
What? It's
Okay.
a sea though. Okay.
Well,
Thanks, Google.
I guess it's because it's inland. Like, it's not actually directly connected to anything.
It's a landlocked thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It says here the Caspian Sea is the world's largest inland body of water, often described as the world's largest lake or a full-fledged sea. Okay. Cool.
no one ever said that to me before.
Well, I guess I'm the first.
I know of the Caspian Sea, I just thought it was a sea.
Every time I hear Caspian Sea, I think of the Prince Caspian, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, whatever that was, movie.
Oh, like the Chronicles of Narnia?
Yeah, Prince Caspian or something.
Yeah, the Caspian Prince, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that
Whatever.
Yeah.
But there's that. But anywho's, like, so apparently these things are, I guess, not extinct. I don't know, like, or they are, or they just
Well,
found like
no,
a,
they're not,
like,
because they
fossil.
discovered it, so they're still around. You know?
So if anything, they're probably just endangered.
But is the
Yeah.
Caspian Sea saltwater?
I
question.
don't know. Let's check.
If it's saltwater, then it's a sea.
That was the wrong button. Hold on a second. I want the Wikipedia. There we go. Location, coordinates, type, ancient lake, endothermic, saline, permanent, natural. Saline, that sounds like salt.
So it's a saltwater. So it's like the lake salt. It's like Salt Lake City, the
Huh.
Salt Lake in Utah. So technically, it's a sea.
Yeah, I've wondered that. Well,
Yeah,
Lake Baikal has a saltwater brine false bottom.
You know what? That's what we should do. We should send all the Mormons over there.
To the Caspian Sea. There
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
go. Jesus over there.
Go let him live in like
And you go to the
what is that?
tower.
Iran, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and any of these other countries.
Imagine imagine you come to gay to your Mormon parents and they move away from you to the Caspian Sea.
To the Caspian Sea.
Well,
Oh my
I
God.
think
No, there you go. Just go over to your Salt Lake over there. Yeah, that's a sea, dude. That's not.
Yeah.
If it's freshwater, so yeah, the largest freshwater lake is technically in Russia. The second largest, I think, is in Africa, maybe, or it's otherwise it's Lake Superior.
well, it says here, I searched world's biggest lake. We have Caspian Sea, Lake Michigan, Superior, Lake Victoria, Huron, Michigan. Wait. Michigan
Are they
again.
going by lake? How is Lake
Oh.
Michigan bigger than Superior?
Lake Michigan, Huron. And then there's Lake Michigan.
Lake Superior is bigger.
No, Lake Michigan. This is Lake Michigan, Huron, which is 45,300 square miles, and Lake Superior is 31,700 square miles. But Lake Michigan itself is 22,000. So, what is Lake Michigan? Because this is something else. Lake Michigan, Huron. Oh, I guess this is the whole thing.
You can't add Huron to it. You're going by the individual lakes. Huron. I mean, there is a.
Well,
they
no, it
made a
says right here.
passageway.
It says here, Lake Michigan Huron is the body of water combining both Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, which are joined through a 5-mile wide, 295-foot deep open water strait. So they're connected. So it's made of two lakes. So there we go. That's the problem right there.
Yeah, Lake Superior technically is the largest one.
It is bigger than Michigan, yes, by itself.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
all right. Well, I think that was a good time to wrap it up, unless anybody has anything else to talk about.
Because Minnesota's the bee's knees, and you can find some of the coolest agates up around Lake Superior too.
Ah, too bad you're from Wisconsin.
Shut the fudge up. You like how I said? Hey, you like that? I said fudge.
Yeah.
That's a frack up, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna frack your skull with a fidget spinner in your earlobe, and then it's gonna be your new gauged earring in your lower earlobe.
That sounds
kill
inconceivably
you.
childishly violent.
It won't
Like-
kill you. It's just like I'm piercing you with a fidget spinner. People are just gonna spin your earring.
You know what? If you're gonna put a spinning thing in my ear, just like put a 12-inch like spinner from like a thing. Give me,
Oh,
like, a
dude,
big
you
old
don't even
ruby
want me
earrings,
to
you
say
know?
what I was gonna say. I'm gonna fidget spin my imaginary big. You know what?
Oh my god!
In your ear hole.
No, you're not. No, keep that away from me.
That could be your new mask to audition for Slipped Out with.
Oh god, it's a long going joke. You know. We.
Yeah.
Anyways, that should probably conclude the show from
Yeah,
crazy obscenities that we're
I
saying
think
now.
so.
Yep.
Yes. Anywho, we are going to be doing, for anybody who is part of the Omni Coalition, we're going to be doing a fun movie night tonight. So be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs, drive safe, and don't rape out there.
That will conclude the show for us and all of you. Let's see here. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested, which includes all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes, Soan's Twitch, Rhombusser's not Twitter, Rhombusser's
The
YouTube,
Romulan.
And
Romulan.
Instagram.
More links are to come. We stream this show, this Kick Peanut, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 4 p.m.
It is 6
Mountain.
p.m. Eastern, and then, 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. between it.
Yeah, let's
there.
go on a line here so we don't confuse people, Alice. So it's 3 p.m.
Aw.
Pacific Time, which is 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, and
6 p.m. Eastern.
there you go. All right.
I know.
Yeah, I just want to make things
line.
easier for people. Like, we don't want you to jump in unorganized mismatch of time zones. They're confusing enough. So, anyway, for all of you and all of us, Alice,
I am the lovely Alice of Who.
and I am A.O. Xander.
I am the Rombusser.
Are you sure you're not a Romulus?
I'm a Rombusser. I can assure you.
I'm MTM.
And we have Loki's friend here, and earlier we had Sohan for the majority of the
We
show.
did.
Yeah. Wasn't there another person in
Sohan-
here as well? Could have sworn there was somebody else. But anyway, until you guys catch us next week, or if you're interested in history, we have a history show. Try to stream that every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time. And we have a news show every Tuesday and Friday. Try to do that as much as I can at 3 in the afternoon Pacific time. Once again, it's 11 and 3, all for thee. So, yeah. Until next time you see us, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Thank you for